Welcome to Care Indeed's 10th anniversary, a decade of impact. Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Laura Lay, and I am the Marketing and Communications Manager at Care Indeed. We're thrilled to have you join us today to celebrate our 10th year of service. Dee and Vanessa's story is an amazing one. Starting with just one employee, 10 years ago, they have grown the organization to encompass more than 3 offices serving the San Francisco Bay Area and more than 700 employees. So let's take a look back at their journey and how they are fulfilling their mission of creating a better world for seniors and caregivers.
Well, first and foremost, if I didn't have people like you and Carolyn protecting me and helping me, I couldn't live here. I'd probably have to go into someplace like assisted living, which I would hate. I like living in my home. I want to stay in my home. My mind is still very, very good. I just have physical limitations. I need help running errands. I need help taking a shower. And I want to feel dignified.
Not only just a family.
The high quality of care, the commitment to a higher standard. I don't see that anywhere else in this industry, in this location, and I don't see another company as committed to the smaller and finer details to make sure such a high standard exists.
The family that we have here, the people that we work with, the people that are always open, and of course the owners who gives you the voice and always encourage you to speak up. I think that's very unique compared to other companies.
I would say that we are unique because what we do truly matters, and I did not understand that until my very first interaction with our clients, and I heard the just appreciation, the genuine trust in us that we were providing excellent care to their loved ones. So I would say that it is the feeling that I have when I leave the office every day, knowing that what I did that day made a difference.
I've never worked for a home care agency, especially in this industry that is continuing to push the envelope, redesign the way home care is, innovative products like our CI-VR, CI-Go, CI-Connects, Telecare. We're truly like a tech home care company, and it's really exciting to be a part of that. And it's all to make our clients' lives better, to improve the quality of care, and to really address their needs.
I think one of the most important things is to connect with the clients and listen to them, most of our seniors don't have anyone to sit and spend that time, to give them that time and listen to them. The amount of compassion that is important for them to feel safe, secure, and that is what the goal is. With each of my visitation with the clients, I try to be I try to spend as much time as possible and just to be there to listen to how they feel.
The innovativeness. Our CEO is constantly striving to make a change in how elders are empowered. It could be anywhere from the training the caregivers get to the equipment we put in a house to make sure that they are assisted but in an independent fashion.
Trust is very important. They have to trust that we are going to deliver for them and that we will be taking care of their clients the way they want to take care of them.
Well, it's like you are working with your own family because the whole entire office, the people that works there, it's just like a big happy family. Of course, having said that, family always have a problem, but you can iron things out. And Dee and Vanessa really have a very good heart. Not a lot of people knows that they are both caregivers before until they started caring Dee.
With a steadfast vision, courage, and unquantifiable amount of sacrifice, Vanessa and Dee built Care Indeed in 2010. 10 years down the road, a home care organization has become a business that it is. Respected, renowned, and trusted. Care Indeed anchors its successes on its people and core values, such as integrity, honesty, kindness, and empathy.
For Care Indeed, what I could say about the innovations and what we do is to find the true meaning of what our clients need. Once you identify solutions for them to make their life better, you're gonna ask yourself, is this still something that you'd like to provide to them?
I think one of the things that Care Indeed is slowly being known for is the innovation, because we all know that senior care, there's always this evolution. It's all ever-changing. And if we don't keep up, then we're gonna be left behind.
And also when it comes to innovating our services, it always goes back to, is our seniors getting better? What exactly the type of care they need during this time or in the future?
One of Care Indeed's vision is definitely to be one of the top leading home care, home health providers of the community. Something that not just, again, about money in the bank, it's mostly a reliable home care service where people trust us, our seniors trust us, that we are able to provide a reliable service, a compassionate service.
For me, I think perfect example of this is what we're building currently at Care Indeed, and that is a total integration of solutions of what our clients need in the future. We're in this together. For our partners, truly grateful for all the learnings, for all your support, and also for your continuous feedback that you gave to us. The indebtedness of how we felt being supported by all of you, that's what I wanted to share to all of you, and the true grateful heart that I feel on this 10th year. We will not be here if it's not for you. So thank you so much for being with us, and hopefully you'll grow with Care Indeed as well.
I want to thank you. I wish God will continue to bless us for more years. And thank you for everything.
Years of changing home care through kindness.
Although our 10th year has definitely been one of the most challenging, as it has been for all of us, it's also brought to light the importance of kindness, resilience, patience, and true grit. And through it all, Dee and Vanessa's commitment has never wavered. They pushed harder, making sure all of our clients, our employees, and our community as a whole was well taken care of, even as the world seemed to change within the blink of an eye. They really personify perseverance. When Dee and Vanessa first came to this country, a friend of theirs gave them a book called The Art of the Start by Guy Kawasaki. And they both felt the book was really transformational and changed their approach to starting a small business on their own. Whether you're selling products or whether you're selling, services, his business principles can really apply across multiple industries and markets. And today we've come full circle, and we're so honored to have Guy Kawasaki as our guest speaker today to talk about perseverance and how organizations and leaders can really pivot and adapt to our changing world. Guy has inspired and empowered millions of entrepreneurs through his unique approaches to innovation, social media, enchantment, and evangelism. He is both a New York Times and Wall Street Journal best-selling author. He has published 15 books, and he's most well known for his work with Apple, Mercedes-Benz, and now as the chief evangelist at Canva. He's also the creator of the Remarkable People podcast, where he interviews thought leaders, iconoclasts, and legends to help us really understand the world through different perspectives and lenses. Without further ado, here's Guy Kawasaki on the art of perseverance.
Hi, I'm Guy Kawasaki, and I'm very happy to be here for my friends from Care Indeed. I'm going to talk to you today about the art of perseverance. Currently, I am the chief evangelist of Canva, an online graphics design service out of Sydney, Australia, and I am the creator of the Remarkable People podcast. In my checkered past, I also worked for Apple. I was Apple's software evangelist, and then I left and came back and became Apple's chief evangelist. This is a picture of the Macintosh division around 1984. And I'm in the upper left-hand corner. You can barely see me. I should have stood in the front of this picture. But the most important person in this picture is Steve Jobs, and he's kneeling in the front there. And it's an important picture because that's the only known instance of Steve Jobs getting on his knees for anything, for anybody, ever. So, Macintosh, Canva, and Remarkable People. So that's kind of my background, okay? And I have started companies, I've funded companies, I've advised companies, Obviously, I've worked for companies, so I have a lot of data. I'm also old, so I have a lot of data. So I am going to give you what I think are the keys to succeeding in a pandemic. The first thing is to understand what kind of race we're in. Many people like to think as business as a sprint, 100 meters or a 100-yard dash, but I think that's the wrong race. The race that we're really in is a marathon, and it's not something that's over in 10 seconds or 9 seconds. It's a marathon that goes on for hours and hours, and it's about endurance and not giving up. So the first piece of advice is understand we're in a marathon. Now, I could even make the case that it's a marathon that's part of a decathlon because it takes multiple skills to succeed in a pandemic or really any time. So it's not just running, it's other events too. So we are certainly in a marathon or a decathlon, but it is not a sprint. The second piece of advice is what I call eat your cows. Your cash cows, that is. So I think it's very important that in this kind of time that cash is truly king, and it is about survival. So if you look at this is the Apple II cash cow, and the Apple II cash cow really paid for Macintosh. And honestly, the Macintosh paid for iOS. And so it's important to think of getting those cash cows, turning them into cash, and helping you survive. At the end of the day, it is whether you survive a pandemic or not. It is not whether you've exited with your high and lofty branding and positioning. It is about survival. So let's just eat our cash cows. That's what they're there for. The other thing, I don't want you to think I'm anti-animal or anything using these two recommendations, is you also have to kill your dogs, which means that you look at your product line and you see, some stuff just isn't selling. And so now is the time to get rid of that stuff because it's complicating your life. It's creating probably service calls. It's creating excess inventory. It's messing up your supply chain. I mean, get rid of those things. This is a picture of Elisa. And Elisa was really precursor to the Macintosh. But, I mean, it didn't sell. We had to get rid of it. If anything, we prolonged it for too long. So eat your cows. Kill your dogs. The next thing is to simplify your offerings. And by this I mean, in a pandemic, and I'm a consumer just like any one of you, I think that, the key is not so much a breadth of products, every color, every size, everything, but as much, is it available? Can I get it at all? And I'll tell you a funny personal story. So I became an enthusiastic user of Instacart at the start of the pandemic because you couldn't go to grocery stores, right? And I love peanut butter. I eat a peanut butter banana sandwich every day, like literally every day. It's Groundhog Day for me, literally every day. And so I'm so used to going to the market and there's Jif and Skippy and there's, non-GMO, GMO, organic, non-organic, I don't know, almond peanut butter, peanut butter, chunky, super chunky, smooth, creamy, all this kind of stuff. Well, I'll tell you something. In the middle of a pandemic, I go to Instacart and I say, hey, I want, 32-ounce super chunky Jif, and I get 16-ounce creamy Skippy. Or I get two 16-ounce smooth instead of one super chunky. And I was happy. And so I think the message that I learned is that in these kinds of times, simplify your product lines. Give people the basic choices that they need. Don't complicate your life. Life is already too complex right now. The next point is to decide to do business directly. And I am an advisor to a company called Merge4, and they make the world's coolest socks, okay? The least boring socks in the world. And one of the things that they noticed is that at the start of the pandemic, they had a heavy emphasis on multiple tier distribution. So Merge4 sells to Amazon, Merge4 sells to surf stores, Merge4 sells to apparel stores. And guess what? When things were hitting the fan, Amazon didn't exactly see socks as essential. Many of the retail stores were closing or had very limited hours. And they had to take control of their own fate, so not depend on reselling to a retailer, but they sold direct. And I think in these kinds of times, it's time to take the relationship direct. So go direct. It's more margin. It's arguably more trouble, but you get more margin for it. But the most important thing is you're not at the whim of some algorithm that decides, your product isn't essential, so let's just not stock it, or let's ship it really slowly. So let's go direct. The next point is to tap your base. And this is the flip side of going direct. I think the easiest customer to sell to is someone you've already sold to. Of course, this assumes you have something good. So my recommendation here is, I hope you've maintained a warranty database or contacts with your customers so that you can sell them more stuff. In that sense, email is one of the most valuable marketing assets that you have right now. But tap your base. Go back to the people who've bought from you before. Sell them more. Again, this is based on the assumption that you've been doing good for them already. And of course, if you're affiliated with Care Indeed, you have been doing that. So tap your base. Tap your base. Think of when you go in the Apple store. How many people are in there are buying their first Macintosh or their first iOS device? I mean, Apple is just great at tapping their base, and it's because they create great stuff that they can keep going back to their base. So tap the base. Number 7 is you have to figure out shipping. And, people are not driving around trying to get into multiple stores anymore. They're trying to shelter in place. They're trying to avoid contact. Yes, stores are opened up, but sometimes you have to wait in a line to go into them, and it gets complicated. So I think you really have to figure out shipping. And I have an example here that I don't know about you, but I buy a lot of stuff from Amazon, and it always says Amazon Prime, guaranteed delivery in 2 days or 1 day, and I never get it on time. And this is a little screenshot. I bought this thing to hold an iPad here, and it was supposed to be delivered on like Wednesday, and it's Saturday now. And in fact, I did a track shipment, and this thing now says that it's so delayed and we don't quite know where it is, so you can get a refund and reorder it. Like, what? Yeah, Amazon can't get this to me, and this happens to me all the time. I don't know about you. So, it's really sort of blocking and tackling, right? It's the simple stuff, like, simplify your product lines, simplify your supply chain, and make sure people get the stuff they ordered. I mean, it ain't rocket science. The next thing is to truly go digital, and I think that, one of the things we have to come to grips with is that it's going to be a virtual digital world for a while. And this takes an entirely new skill set. It means using social media. It means using email programs. It also means using Zoom and using Teams and using virtual conferencing. And so I think when you come to this conclusion, then you have to go digital and make the investment. So this is a picture of the setup I am currently using. And I must do 2 Zoom chats a day. And I'm not an employee. These are outside meetings. And I do 2 or 3 recordings like this a week. And I also do appearances virtually. And so this is the little studio that I constructed in my house. And the black tile that you see, that's sound deadening. And if you look really closely, there's a light on the left side, there's a light on the right side, there's a light above me. And I am not using the built-in camera on the iMac. There's a Sony digital camera behind. That's what's providing the high-resolution video. What else can you see from this? I have a little mixer underneath the monitor, and that's there just to regulate truly the volume and the synchronization of the video and the audio. I have, I don't know if I should admit this, but I have this little bit of makeup and to take the shine off and to make my skin look better. Now, maybe I'm too vain or too extreme, but I mean, you've got to make a commitment to go video, whether it's how you look on a virtual conference or the method of contacting your customers, providing service. We're going to look back someday, and there are many bad things about this pandemic. Don't get me wrong, but we're going to look back one day and we're going to say, wow, the pandemic really forced us to embrace a lot of changes that are still in place. Education is going to change forever. Expectations of virtual meetings are changing forever. Where employees work, the flatness of the earth, because, in the venture capital business, it used to matter that you were in Silicon Valley. Well, if everybody's meeting with their VCs and pitching their VCs via Zoom, it doesn't really matter where you are. So make a commitment to go digital. Number 9 is the most important question in the pandemic, which is knowing what you know, seeing what you see. Ask yourself this question, which is, I see this development. I can tell what's going to happen. Therefore, what should I do? What product should I create? What service should I create? How should I change my business? And I have a historical example. So this is a picture from my Instagram account. And I use it as an example to illustrate the concept of therefore what. So, 10, 15 years ago, if you saw the future, you said, well, everybody's going to have a cellular phone. That phones are not tied to places anymore. They are now tied to people. That's a big difference. And these phones will have cameras. And these phones with these cameras are going to be connected to the internet. You can share pictures. Therefore, you create a picture sharing service called Instagram. So what I'm telling you is that if you truly want to persevere, you have to ask yourself, based on these conditions, what can I do? What can I change? How can I innovate? Because I can see what's going to happen right now. The 10th thing is to get high and to the right. And this is not about politics, nor is it about drugs. It is about positioning and branding and product development and innovation and all that good stuff. So, if you look at this chart, in the bottom right corner, you make something that's useful, but you're not unique. Many people do that. You always have to compete on money. You have to compete on price. In the upper left-hand corner, there's where you have something that's unique, but not valuable. There, you're just stupid. You own a market that doesn't exist. In the bottom left corner, that's the worst corner of all, because there you have something that's not useful and it's not unique. Like 15 years ago, selling dog food online. You could buy dog food from 5 different places online. It wasn't unique. It also wasn't that useful because by the time you added back the shipping and handling, guess what? It wasn't that cheap, and then you had to be at home when the dog food came to your house. So the corner you want to be in, whether it's a product or a service, or you as an employee, as a person, even you as a spouse, you want to be in the upper right-hand corner, unique and valuable. So the iPod, when it first came out, unique and valuable. A user interface that a mere mortal could operate, right? Wide selection of songs. Legal to get those songs. And cheap, 99 cents. The iPod was a unique and valuable product. And that's what you have to keep thinking of. What am I doing that is unique and valuable? Remember, if you're valuable but not unique, you have to compete on price. If you're unique but not valuable, you own a market that doesn't exist. If you're unique and not valuable, I said that wrong. If you're not unique and not valuable, you're really a loser. So the corner you want to be in, the corner where meaning is made, margin is made, money's made, history is made, where you dent the universe, is the corner where you are unique and valuable. And my last slide is this. If you could just take out your phones, open up your camera, don't take a picture, just put your camera on that QR code. It'll take you to my podcast, Remarkable People. And I interview very remarkable people like Jane Goodall, Margaret Atwood, Andrew Yang, Stephen Wolfram, Steve Wozniak, Christy Yamaguchi. And by listening to my podcast, I guarantee you that you will be a little bit more remarkable. So, as quickly as I could possibly do it for my friends at Care Indeed. This is the art of perseverance. We're in a very challenging time, but this time will end, and there are ways to get through this and come out on the other side. My name is Guy Kawasaki. I hope you've enjoyed this keynote, and thanks to you and my friends at Care Indeed. Have a great day. Bye.
Guy, just wanted to thank you for inspiring me, for what you have written from the book Art of Start. And the mantra before we started this company is to really make a difference for our clients, our seniors, and our caregivers. And I'm truly grateful for allowing us to hear your story as well and inspiring others. So we are remaining grateful for this opportunity, and thank you.
Hi Guy, thank you so much for first being part of our 10th year celebration. That's just like an epic moment for us, for you to be there. And thank you for inspiring our CEO Dee. You have been one of her heroes and idols, so thank you for that. And we wish you also all the best, and thank you. God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Guy, for your kindness, inspiration, and work. We are truly grateful and humbled to have you join us. Since 2010, Care Indeed has had the honor of serving thousands of seniors, family members, and partners throughout our community. Whether providing quality home care and home health services, or innovating on unique products for the aging market, like our CI VR virtual reality training, CI Connects, telecare, and more, Care Indeed has really tried to push the envelope to redefine the way home care is delivered.
company in a different department. I always found that when I first started that we always spoke about innovation, and usually those types of things mean programs that are being used, like new ways to send email or share information. To be part of products now is very exciting for me, and find new ways to take that model and raise the quality of life for our clients in that medium.
To all our business partners, I am so excited to introduce to you Care Indeed Home Health. Now, we are able to provide skilled and medical services in the comfort of your home.
Since the pandemic began, Care Indeed has partnered with some incredible speakers in the healthcare space to bring resources to our community virtually. You can find these on our YouTube channel. Our next speakers on October 1st are Deborah Meyerson and her husband Steve Zuckerman, who have an incredible story to share and again personify perseverance in the face of adversity.
In 2010, Deborah Meyerson was a professor at Stanford University, working on issues like gender, diversity, and identity.
I'm really happy to be here. I spoke at a Net Impact conference.
She was also a happily married mother of 3, healthy, fit, and athletic. Then, a severe stroke nearly killed her, leaving her paralyzed on the right side and with no speech at all. For 3 years, Deborah pursued every avenue for therapy possible. Despite great progress, she could not return to her job as a professor, mostly because of her ongoing speech challenges. That led Deborah to ask, "Who am I now?" Drawing on her background studying identity, Deborah and her family began to explore their identities, and the emotional journey they now know was critical to rebuilding a rewarding life in the face of disabilities. That was an integral part of the 5-year process to write Identity Theft, Rediscovering Ourselves After Stroke. More than a book about Deborah, Identity Theft is built on academic research and interviews with more than 50 survivors, family care partners, and professional caregivers. While writing the book, Deborah and her husband, Steve Zuckerman, heard time and again that survivors and their families get little help navigating their emotional journeys. So they have created a nonprofit called Stroke Onward to bring awareness, develop resources, and ultimately change caregiving systems to embrace the emotional journey as an integral part of the recovery process. Deb and Steve are adapting their life personally and professionally to continue enjoying what they love, and by building Stroke Onward, trying to make the stroke recovery system better for the millions who will, unfortunately, be forced onto that path in the years to come. Please join us to learn, collaborate, and create a better healthcare system together.
Congratulations to everyone at Care Indeed for the first 10 years of great work. Thank you for making us part of your celebration.
And if you'd like to learn more about our work or provide support, please visit our website. We're currently raising funds to help us develop and launch a program to provide small research grants and innovation awards to faculty, students, and clinicians who are developing resources that will help support survivors and their families on the emotional journey back to rewarding lives.
Thank you.
To learn more about Stroke Onward and to join us on October 1st, please visit our website at www.careanddeed.com/events. Now for a few words from our founders, Dee Bustos and Vanessa Valerio.
Hello. I just wanted to thank everyone for spending your valuable time to celebrate with us our 10 years of existence, and most especially to celebrate being together as a community within the same mission to help create a better world for everyone. This year has been one of the most challenging years for me as a CEO of Care Indeed, and yet most gratifying. This year has allowed me to see things in a much better perspective, which has allowed me to find deeper meaning in what I do and what I make decisions for. The most important things that I learn and I realize are our people. They are the main reasons why we are here and standing strong today. I realize the value of each person in our company, that their contribution big or small are as equal as valuable. Our values: honesty, integrity, kindness, and empathy. These are the values I, as the CEO, will never compromise, even if money is at stake. Without our values, genuine impact will never become a reality. Last but not the least, a genuine desire to serve is of utmost importance, that there are times when things get rough and difficult. And there are days when it's gloomy and stormy. And as Care Indeed CEO, I need to find within me the genuinely want to serve. Without it, life will be struggle. I'm extremely happy to share with all of you that our desire to continue the work we do and to serve our seniors, our caregivers, is stronger than ever. To all of you who are present here today, I wish that after seeing a glimpse of what life we have taken, hard and tough choices we have to make, that we become a catalyst to reignite the passion and purpose you have inside you and to keep you going and never give up. On behalf of our family at Care Indeed, we're truly humbled and honored to continue to serve our community. Thank you again to the love and support.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dee.
I get emotional.
And thank you so much for everyone who joined us today. It's truly an exciting time for us to have you here. I wish to thank everyone here today for supporting our mission, and that is to help create a better world for our seniors and our caregivers. I never realized the challenges we had to face in fulfilling this mission. But one thing I know, it is the most rewarding thing I have ever done in my life. 10 years flew by so fast. There were numerous challenges. Nevertheless, we also experienced tons of triumphs and victories along the way. Our definition of success is no longer more money in the bank, acquiring more clients. It's no longer about becoming famous or well-known. Our success shifted to becoming kinder, more compassionate, forgiving, and loving leaders of Care Indeed. 2020 has taught us to value people. They are the backbone of our organization, no doubt about that.
2020 has taught us to value ourselves. That self-love does not mean selfish. That loving self should not trigger guilt. Because it is through loving self that we can give more and we can live a happier and much fulfilled life. To all of you who has been with us since the beginning, to our friends who knew us outside work, to those of you who barely know us, and to some who don't, thank you for spending your time with us today to share our story. That our story is a story of not just Dee and I, but the story of hundreds of caregivers, office staff members who gave themselves to serve our community and our seniors. It's a story of triumphs, opportunities, and successes behind failure and closed doors. We ask that you continue to pray for us, that we will always be guided to do the right thing and make decisions not just for ourselves, but for the community we serve. Thank you again for the support and the love that you continuously to provide us, and God bless us all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
And of course, we have
Our wonderful testimonials here.
testimonial, and we of all the entries, we were able to select one lucky winner, and the winner is Janice King, and here's her testimonial that Dee is gonna be reading.
Yeah, I'm gonna get emotional here. Again. Janice King, and she's from the Visionary Care Management. I had the great pleasure of working with the team from Care Indeed for about 10 years. My first experience was with an elderly gentleman. Vanessa came out to meet with us. Her very obvious compassion for not only this gentleman, but his very overwhelmed son was very comforting and encouraging to us. So we began our journey to get together. I have and still do enjoy working with the team at Care Indeed and feel like we have become more than acquaintances, we have become a family. I especially love the personalized treatment and the optimism of the staff who are part of the Care Indeed family. I've gotten to know the staff in the Bay Area offices very well, along with the great team in the Philippines, who I usually speak with over the weekends. I always feel like I can pick up the phone to get my questions answered or just have a quick chat. Care Indeed has done what most other agencies haven't. They have created an environment of inclusion and acceptance and have hired staff who are exceptional and compassionate. I love my care attendants, and so do my clients. Here to at least 10 more years, congratulations to your great success from Janice King Care Management. Thank you, Janice. And you won the AirPods. I have the AirPods. We're going to mail it to you very soon.
And of course, we have more raffles that Laura. Oh, Laura, come on over. Don't be shy. Oh, there's one more AirPod. And okay, the winner for the lucky AirPod, okay, your names are gonna be here, so pray that you'll win. Chararan! For one more AirPod, not earpods, it's AirPod. Just found out today. Jumat Borzo! Borzo Collaborative Coaching, you won. AirPods, not earpods. Okay, congratulations. And okay,
Some are gonna win this.
for Echo Dot. Okay, I don't know how to use it, but I hope you guys win. Okay, can you hold this, D?
Okay.
Okay, why don't you choose D? The first lucky winner is... The first winner for the dot is Alex Zatino.
Alex, you won.
Okay, Alex.
Another one. So we have 4 of these.
4. Next is Marie Skinner or Skyner or Skinner.
Congratulations.
Two more.
Okay.
Andrew Trockhan. Andrew Trockhan, you won 3rd dot.
Congratulations.
So
And the
we have
fourth?
4 dots. 4 dots. Mirabelle Liston. Oh my God. Mirabelle, congratulations. Mirabelle.
All right.
And then you have 3 Panera gift cards worth $50 will be sent out to mail to you. Okay. Okay, 3. Okay, sorry, my boys. First Panera winner is John Michael Roberto. Okay. Oh, how can he wins that? Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna draw.
One more.
3.
Mercedes Roses. Congratulations. And the 3rd one is Lisa Navarro of FACC.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're gonna mail this, guys, to you. So if you have registered, to please send your address so
Yes.
that we can mail out your prizes. Thank you very, very much. And again, Vanessa,
Congratulations. And of course, where is my cheat sheet? Okay. Congratulations to all winners. Now, a few closing thoughts for your enjoyment.
We are so excited to introduce to you Care Indeed Home Health. We are now able to provide medical and skilled services in the comfort of your home.
Welcome to Care Indeed's 10th anniversary. Oh. Casual, can you say something?
Hi, I'm Rosie. I've been with Care Indeed for 10 years and I'm still here. Of course, I'm still here.
So what is your name, title, and how long have you been at Care Indeed?
Am I looking at the camera? Sorry.
You can look at me, that's fine.
Okay.
What would you say is unique about working here?
What's unique about working here, Care Indeed has always, can I restart that question?
Yeah.
Are you gonna just?
We're gonna edit it,
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah.
I just want to get things done. You're so attached. Okay. What we truly believe with this company. Siyempre, you're laughing. Don't do that. I'm trying to really connect what I feel on what I say. To all of your help and to all of your feedback.
All of your
Yes. That's it.
No.
That's
Really,
a
that's it. It's crap?
It's a wrap.
Oh, I thought it's crap.
And if you look really closely, there's a light on the left side, there's a light on the right side, there's a light above me, and I am not using the built-in camera on the iMac. There's a Sony digital camera behind. That's what's generating the high definition. That's what's start all over. That's what's providing the oh my God. That's what's providing the high resolution video. What else can you see from this?
We don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to the world that we design. Hey, ba't bro? Wala ko pinapalo. Ulitin natin. Special things we compile, each wonder to make you smile on a rainy day. Shine, ano ba nangyayari?
Mahaba yun.
Mali ka. Mali. Ulitin natin.
Huwag na kasing ganyan. Dapat yung ano lang. Ano na, yung kasama na si Pink. Isama mo na si Pink.
Shine, please, please. Huwag ka
gonna get this.
They tell you it's not worth the price, so just let it go.
Thank you everyone for joining us today, and we thank you for the honor of allowing us to serve our seniors and community for 10 years. Cheers to a decade more.
It's not easy, no, finding the words to say. When you're feeling lost, you'll find your way. The world